started when we were. It started when we were. It started when we were. It started when we were younger. Another brother's taken, another brother's taken, another brother's taken, another brother's taken. Nobody's stealing your eyes. Nobody's stealing your eyes. Nobody's stealing your eyes. Nobody's stealing your eyes. started when we were younger, you were mine. It started when we were younger, you were mine. It started when we were younger, you were mine. I know we haven't seen, I know we haven't seen it, I know we haven't seen it, I know we haven't seen it. It started when we were, it started when we were, started when we were, started when we were. Another brother's taken, no one but his sin. 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 Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. It started when we were, started when we were, started when we were, started when we younger, you were mine. Younger, you were mine. Younger, you were mine. Younger, you were mine. Now another brother's taken, no one but his sin. Now another brother's taken, no one but his sin. Now another brother's taken, no one but his sin. Now another brother's taken, no one but his sin. Though we used to, 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 though we used to. Wow, but you will always be my wow, but you will always be my wow, but you will always be my wow, but you will always be my. Another brother's taken, another brother's taken, another brother's taken, another brother's taken. No one but his sin, you're right. 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 Started when we were younger, you were mine. 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 Started when we were, started when we were, started when we were, started when we were. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. Even though we used to argue, it's our fault. That's alright, girl. That's alright. It started when we were younger, you were. 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 Though we used to argue, it's our fault. 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 Even though we